This first song is called Feelin' Fine. Reposed and composed. The days drift by so slow. I've been waiting so impatiently. The unnerving has plateaued. When I'm with you, feels fine. I gave up not knowing. I'm ready and willing. When I'm with you, everything feels fine. When I'm with you, everything feels fine. Radiating from the sun, melting into one. When I'm with you, everything feels fine. Sun melting into one. When I'm with you, everything feels fine. Radiating from the sun, having too much fun. When I'm with you, everything feels fine.
Hello, and this is Unchained SCV. I'm Mauricio LaPlante.
And I'm Nick Adante.
And we're here with OK Shore.
Hello, friends. How are you doing today?
Straight from San Diego.
That's right.
But Kyle and Cameron, you guys are both Saugus natives.
We're Lokes.
Lokes.
Lokes, man.
Tell me how the just the transition to San Diego has been and kind of getting into the music scene over there.
Ooh, okay. So this story starts moving to San Diego for college. SDSU, baby, let's go. San Diego's awesome. Okay, Lee. San Diego's awesome. I really like it. Way cooler than up here. It's hot. It's nice to be back, but it's a little hot up here. But yeah, San Diego's cool. First 2 years of college, nothing music related at all. I was just like a little Cold Stone scooper. Kines major, like nothing. I was like, all right, I want to meet band members. That was my like number one reason for going to college, by the way. It's like meet band members, get in a band, let's get it going. And then like 2 years go by and it's like nothing's happening. Start losing hope. Then I get a job at Chipotle. Summer of 2017, last year. This guy gets hired over here. Very important.
Very important.
Very important. I meet this guy in August of 2017, and it was just something special. You know what I mean? There was just like,
I think you had like a Fright sticker on your skateboard or something, and I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy for sure plays guitar. And like anyone who listens to that music probably plays.
and then our coworker Andy, we had like a little speaker playing at Chipotle, and he was playing "Kids" by the Frights. I don't know if you guys know that song.
Yeah,
But
of
I was
course.
like, who's listening to this right now? Like, this is the banger.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, like Lee showed me. He's like a new guy. He's got like a tattoo and stuff, and I think he plays guitar. And I was like, no way. Like, I'm so down. This is why I came here.
Yeah.
And then the next day, really awkward in the dining room. It's just like, hey man, like
You play guitar, right?
like we should jam sometime. And then we didn't jam for like 2 weeks, and then we finally made it happen.
Yeah.
And it was
Well, because he showed me his SoundCloud, and it was like way better than anything I was producing, and I was like, oh crap, like this guy kind of knows what he's doing, and so it was a
you're
little
the missing
awkward.
link. But yeah, no, we
A little
jammed, and
awkward.
it was so awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Rest is history.
Yeah.
Sick, awesome. How do you, Cameron? You're the other Saugus puzzle piece here. How did you get into?
Yeah,
the
so I
group?
knew Kyle from cross country, just running, and yeah, he went down to San Diego, and I knew he like started a band, but I didn't know like what they were doing, if they're making music and stuff like that. But me and two friends, actually went down to see them play a house party down in back in January.
Yeah, we played my neighbor's backyard for her birthday,
Oh, sick.
and Cam and his two buddies Troy and stuff, they all came down.
Troy and stuff.
Troy and Joey.
Stuff.
The
Yeah.
homies. Yeah, they came down and they saw us, and he's like, dude, like I play bass, like.
Yeah, I
What's
showed
up?
up and they didn't have a bassist. I was like, what's going on here? And so then we just started talking from there, and then a week later he sends me the music, and that's how it started.
Dude.
Yeah, so he was like, it was like 2 hours before the show in my neighbor's backyard, and he was like, dude, I can like learn these songs in an hour if you need me to. But I was like, oh man, like next time, I promise you. And then we had another show coming up like a couple weeks later, and like we just did like 2 little videos of how to play them on the bass.
Yeah.
And this guy learned them in like 2 days, and he comes down first practice as a whole band in my garage, and just like nailed everything like so perfect. It was the best moment of my life, not gonna lie.
Sick.
And that was in March. Yeah.
Dude.
How'd you guys come up with the name OK Shore? Is that kind of the San
Ooh.
Diego vibe?
So that was like the hardest process, because that's like what everyone knows. That's like the defining image. We had no idea what to do it or what to name it. There's like a lot of ideas going around. Then my sister, I was like, please, like just send me a list of ideas you have. And one of them was OK Sure. I remember not liking it at first. And then we were like recording, and we're like, okay, we probably need a name. And I looked through the list again, and I was like, okay, sure. Like I said it a couple times. I'm like, that's not bad, you know. It's like a pun on okay, sure, but it's like kind of beachy. We're in San Diego, like. And then I texted it to those guys, and they're like, it's better than nothing. Like, let's give it a go.
Better than nothing. That's the mantra. It's better than nothing.
Bravo
Nice.
to Amy Haukka.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah.
And then I guess we should talk about the other guy that's not here, Pat.
Oh, yeah.
He's the drummer. I've been playing with Pat since I was like probably 10.
Oh, okay.
And I knew he was busy. He's going to school and he's playing soccer, but I was like, if he's got like an hour free one day, he should come by and play some drums. And he showed up and killed it. And yeah, so now he's in the band.
Best drummer I know, hands down.
Okay.
Like the first song we jammed on was Mr. Brightside.
Okay.
And I've never played in a band before either. That's the thing. I've always played guitar,
Yeah.
but I've like never played within like a legit band.
Yeah.
And then this guy like walks in, just like a small kind of dude, like blonde guy. I was like, all right, what's up, man? And he like hops on drums, and he's just like, like, oh, it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Literally, like I got chills.
I heard
I like
some-
couldn't even sing. I was like smiling so hard.
I heard some of the fills, yeah, and I think it was Sucker Punch or something
yeah, a
like
little
yeah,
drum
yeah.
solo
He was
there.
like, yeah, man.
By the
Yeah.
way, the quality on those songs, we recorded drums for those songs with only like one microphone up here and one kick drum. Sounds super bad, but a couple weeks ago, we got into like our studio on campus. Mics everywhere. Sounds so good, dude. New EP is gonna be so awesome.
How's recording, by the way? You know, you're saying you go in the studio on campus. Are you guys kind of like just trying to like fit in that lucky slot, or like what's the process?
So we started recording. He had a little interface, and so we were just doing like the best closet recordings that we could at the time, with an amp in the closet and like mattress pads like deadening the sound. And then we went up to Pat's garage and recorded drums, and that's kind of how we did the first, like, a lot of heart and soul went into it, but it's definitely not the best quality recording. And recently, SDSU just opened up this studio called the Backdoor Studio, and they don't provide, like, engineers or anything, but they provide you with all the equipment, and they'll help you set it all up, and then just kind of let you go to town. So it's pretty... Yeah, it's pretty fun. We don't know exactly what we're doing quite yet. A lot of trial and error, but it's a lot of fun, and it sounds pretty good, so we're excited about it.
It's like the first songs we did in like December. It was like we kind of knew how to do it. Like we knew the songs, we knew how to play, we knew how to record it a little bit, but like the gear that we had was just not happening. So it's like once we get exposed to all these like really expensive microphones and like this super nice mixer, it's like, okay, we have what we need, and like we can just learn the rest on like YouTube and like how to record and stuff. So it's sounding good. I'm excited. We're excited.
Cool. And how's like meeting other bands in San Diego? I see you guys have like a fest lined up this Friday, correct?
Oh, this Friday is another show, but the end of July.
End of
We have our
July.
own little
End of July.
fest going on. There's a lot of great bands in San Diego, so it's like it's really competitive because everyone down there is just so good with like the surf rock and like everything that got going is like so awesome. There's a lot of house parties that all the bands just hop on and play a lot. So yeah, we like kind of just started out, so we like haven't really met a lot of them.
Okay.
We've met a couple good ones, but like once we start playing house parties more, I think we'll get more into that scene.
Nice.
But yeah, so the people on that lineup for the fest are just like bands we hit up on Instagram that are like really cool and just like, hey, if you're free, like we got a spot open. If you want to come hang and jam with us, it'd be really fun. So yeah, that show's gonna be
Nice.
It sounds like a challenge having your band kind of spread out, or like with you two
oh man.
in one spot. And
Every single practice or show, it's just a commute down to San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've taken the metro a couple of times. That's pretty chill, but usually driving in traffic to get to each show. So.
And even just like having one free day where all of us can actually meet and jam is like it's so rare. So we usually take advantage of it. Because
Yeah.
Pat's got his own like soccer in school. We both have jobs in school. Cam's got a job in school, and he's 3 hours away. So it's like it's a lot of planning.
Cam,
Lots of missed practices, but once we get it going, it's a good time.
what gets you through the drive? Like
Excitement.
Definitely, yeah, excitement to play with the boys, but just the music and when we get a jam at night, that's the best part.
when do you guys think your next EP's gonna come out?
Ooh, lots of pressure. We just finished drums like 3 days ago.
All right.
So it's a 5-song EP. We just finished drums. We're probably gonna go record bass right after this at his house, and then I don't know, record some guitars in a few days, sing, mix it all together. The goal is before Soma, so July 27th, hopefully. I'll have to really get in there, but that's the goal. And they sound really, really good. I'm excited.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. And so Soma, what is that? That's the venue?
Yeah, that's like I think it's the most famous venue in San Diego. No,
It's-
well for the scene, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a really cool local venue that a lot of bands go through, like touring bands will go through, but they'll also throw on local bands. They have a side stage that has like a 500 person little room, and so they'll throw on a bunch of local bands at a time and make like one big show out of it. It's really cool.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Is that gonna be your biggest show, or what's your biggest show been so
We
far?
hope so.
we hope so. That's the first time we've ever headlined anything,
Oh,
and
nice.
so yeah.
Yeah.
And we've all seen bands at Soma before, and to think that we get to play there is it's really
Dream
cool.
come true.
Yeah, it's a dream come true, really.
Yeah, I'd say so far the biggest show he's done is the House of Blues in San Diego. That one was really cool.
So crazy story about that show. Me and him and our two buddies, we saw Swimmers there in like October at the House of Blues, and it was like so sick. It's like, oh, it's awesome. And then like 3-4 months later, it's like, oh, Cam's in the band now too? Like, oh, we have a show at House of Blues? Like, what's going on? Like 4 months later, we're literally up there playing. It was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, it was like surreal because after the Swimmers concert, we are just out in the street just talking, and I like knew he was like into music, so we're just like talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I got a killer guitarist, killer drummer, we just need a bassist. So he's like,
It's like, I'm right here. I'm right in front of you.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, I don't know, maybe in the future it'll happen. Then like a couple months later, it actually
Yeah, I was like, keep practicing because I might need you. And then a couple months later, we're up there.
Dude, sick.
That's
sick.
super awesome.
I mean, and I've seen you guys on YouTube and Insta perform a lot of covers as well. I mean, how is that important to you as a band to sort of kind of rep, I guess, some of your influences, kind of, you know?
I think it's cool because a lot of the bands that we like Together Pangea and the Frights and Fiddler and all those bands, they're us covering them kind of like lets them know that we're there. Like a lot of times they've even responded and been like, "Oh, very cool." Mount Eddie responded to us once, and it was just it's cool that we can like talk to them and talk to our own influences almost. It's neat.
Yeah, and I think like the hardest thing, every musician knows this, but like getting heard is like it's the hardest but the most important thing to do. So it's like when we have free time, it's like might as well just like record a quick cover, like cover a band that we like, and like send them a DM of it or something, and like hopefully just get the name out there. So like we covered a Swimmer song, and they ended up like retweeting it, which like got us some followers. So like stuff like that. It's like it's pretty important.
Do you learn anything from like covering the songs? Like, oh, I didn't realize like you could do this like little trick here or something like on guitar.
All our songs are straight rip-offs. Heavily influenced. No,
We usually like to do our own take of it, but
yeah. I mean,
don't
that's
know.
how you learn how to play. I feel
Yeah.
like the first time we ever jammed, it seems like we had learned like 100 of the same songs just from like
it's just straight Green Day.
yeah, like
just
every
strumming
Green
like
Day
this.
song, every Blink-182 song ever written. We
You're
like,
just
learned.
yeah. You're just like, oh no, you don't
Yeah.
do. You have to do this.
Yeah.
You
Specifically.
need to feel it, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right, and just to finish things off here, I mean, I know you guys are coming out with the EP, but like, what's big plans for the future? Like next year, what are you
Ooh.
guys?
Ooh, hopefully still doing this. I'm really scared for the semester to start just because everyone gets so busy with like work and school. So, but the dream is to keep doing shows as often as we can and just like keep it going. I don't care if we're like a small band forever, but as long as
Keep doing things like this too. This is
as long as I
super
got my
cool.
boys,
Yeah.
that's it. That's all that matters.
Thank you guys for coming so much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Thanks
for
means a
having
lot.
us,
Thanks for
man.
having
This
us.
was
Thank
awesome.
Do you guys want to plug your next
Sure.
shows? Where's your next shows in
Just wanted
San
to say
Diego?
shout out to Unchained SCV. This is like the coolest thing we've done thus far.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
As
you
for
guys.
us, we have a show Friday, the 13th at Shea Cafe in San Diego, at UCSD, right? It's at UCSD campus,
It's
yeah.
in La Jolla.
And then July 20th at Lee Stats, and then July 27th at Soma. It'll be the most important show of our lives. So if you're in the area, probably not, but
And we're
if you
playing
ha-
with a bunch of really cool bands
Yeah.
too. So
yeah,
come check it out. It'll be fun.
Sick.
Awesome.
EP soon.
Well, let's hear some
alrighty.
music.
Yeah,
let's get some.
This is
songs.
Unchained SCV. Stay tuned for the set from OK Shore from San Diego.
This next one's called "Built to Last," coming off our new EP.